My name is Leah Hanle. I'm from Germany, and I'm a sophomore. I'm in the cross country and track and field team at UMO.
So Leah, exactly where are you from in Germany?
Oh yeah, I'm from a small, tiny village. It's called Holzefing, but I guess no one knows.
Describe that. Like, what is that like?
There are more cows than people. We're maybe 1,000, 1,300, something like that. We don't have anything, no shops, nothing. So Mount Olive is a big city for me.
What was it like growing up there?
It's amazing because you can play on the street, and it's the first thing when I came here. It was so weird to me to close your door, to lock it, because our door is never locked, and everybody can come in whenever they want. So everybody knows each other, and you feel free.
So how did you start running, like, competitively?
So when I started running, I was really young, maybe 7 or 8, because my brother ran and my dad. But so you run every week 1 or 2 times, and you do fun races. But then when you see in those fun races that it's going good, and maybe you're number 2 or number 3, and you want to reach more. So I guess when I was 12 or 13, I started to do it more serious, and then it kept rolling, and now I'm here.
So before that, it was kind of just like a kids in the neighborhood kind of just racing against each other.
Yeah, and no long distances, just racing against each other. Yeah.
Huh. Were there any obstacles that you faced as a young athlete in your life?
I think there are these obstacles every runner has, that there's one point when you have like a plateau and you don't progress, or just slightly, and that's always a big thing, because some people, they stop at that point, and some people try to take that obstacle and pass it. So that was one of the things I had for maybe 2 or 3 years, that I didn't progress a lot. But since I love running, it kept me going.
So from Germany, a small village in Germany, what was your recruiting process like? How did you end up here?
So there's this organization back home, it's called Scholarbook, and they promoted me in America on different universities. So I just got a bunch of emails from different coaches and different schools. At the end, I think I had like 30 I had to choose from. Sure, everybody made different deals, and some of them I had to pay a lot of money, so I didn't thought about them. But so at the end, I had like maybe 4 or 5, and with these coaches I Skyped, and I wrote I had a lot of conversation by email, and at the end I had 1, 2 different schools, and I decided for UMO.
So how do you feel about being a 7-time All-American in only your 2nd year here at the University of Mount Olive?
It's crazy, because back home you don't know what an All-American is. So when coach told me the first time you can be an All-American, I was like, okay, I'm not an American, but I can be an All-American. And that was already last year in cross. So when I got my first title, it felt amazing. And then when you keep going in indoor and outdoor and you can get it, it's just a great honor.
So right before a race, what's your thought process right before you start?
My thought process starts like 2 days before a race. No, that's too much maybe, but I start early thinking about races. And this year I got a lot better. Last year I was really stressed, because I don't trust in myself, or maybe not enough, because I see what my times are, and I see what I did in the past, but I still don't believe that I'm able to do it. So I have my expectations that I want to do it, but I don't trust 100% in my abilities. So I'm really stressed, and my thought process is, you can do it, Leah, and then back, you can't do it, and then it's like, you can do it. I struggled.
What other struggles have you had so far since being on this campus?
The biggest struggle was the first 5 weeks I came here, because it's technically the training here is the same like back home. We just do a lot more miles, and the humidity. The first 5 weeks I had to struggle a lot. It was like every kilometer, just the warm up and the cool down was so hard. So I was like, okay, I keep going for a year, but I don't know.
What's your fondest memory so far since being an athlete here?
I think it's the team mindset, because back home I was running alone. My dad was my coach and I never had a team before. So the experience you make with a team, that when you're on the starting line or you train together and you're one group, that's a good experience for running. That you're not only, you run as an individual, but you're also part of a team.
When you're going about your day, how do you stay like focused and stay humble? Because if I was an All-American, it'd be tough for me to say, all right, what more? Like to keep going for more. So how do you stay focused and remain humble through that?
For me, it's a great honor to have these titles, but I don't count these titles. I always search, or I want to have better times, like, because we're just Division 2, so if you compare it to other people, I'm way far off the top. You say way far off the top?
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
but okay, sorry. So I'm looking more for times, because you can always improve your times. Maybe you can't improve places, sure you can, but I look for times, and there's always, you can get always better. That was bad.
Who was the first person from Mount Olive to reach out to you before you got here?
By email? It was Coach Matt.
Coach Matt.
He wrote me.
And if Coach Matt was sitting right here, what would you say? What would you have to say to him?
That I really learned to trust him, because he tells crazy stuff, and you often think like you won't believe it, but if you trust him, he's a wise man.
Is there anything else that you want to say about any of your teammates or your coaches before you leave?
Meredith is the best.